Hey guys, my name is Enrico. I'm the new winemaker at Mulderbosch Vineyards. I've been here since June of 2020, just after lockdown. We're in lockdown, and it's been an absolute privilege to be here and just to be able to be making wine for such a great brand as Mulderbosch. We've been established since 1989, and it really is a winery or a vineyard that has a reputation for excellence. Been making wine, of the highest quality wine for quite a number of years, and it's not going to stop. One of our key priorities is to be able to make the highest quality of wine for our consumers to enjoy. And if you can imagine, since 1989, just after South Africa, the wine industry was readmitted into the international fold, Mulderbosch was one of the first, and it sort of embodied everything that was positive about the wine industry at the time. We were grounded in tradition, we still are. We've got a great traditional winemaking style, but that's not to say that we love to push the boundaries, we love to experiment, we love to challenge the status quo, and that's something that I'll be very, very excited to get going as well in my tenure here. The winery itself sort of lends itself to that style, that it's not a modern winery at all. It's a winery that you as a winemaker can just let your mind go. It's full of stainless steel tanks. We've got some bigger format foedras, which are old stickvater or big barrels, 1,500 liters of those, and then we've got numerous sizes of neutral smaller formats like 500s, 300s, 225s, French oak. We experiment some different type of oak, but the experimentation is more about the maturation process and not the oaking itself. So our winery is really something that's not modern, not pulling the eye, but it lets go of the mind, and that's, as winemaker, is what you want. You want to be able to dream, to make wine in different styles and not be burdened by a very modern process that sort of just can push it in one way. The vineyards in itself, we are situated on the old Goedgeloof, on the Polkadraai road just outside of Stellenbosch, and the vineyards are about 45 hectares on a 75 hectare plot, and that's not all vineyards that we can play with. One of our key establishments is that we have long-term relationships with growers that are in the same mind frame, the same ethos as we want to grow our own grapes. Very environmentally friendly, very low impact in terms of herbicide, pesticide, fungicides. We try and use as natural product as possible, so to give the grapes the quality that needs to be able to go into the bottle, that needs to be able to be the highest quality that comes into your glass. So in terms of vineyards, it's all in and around the Mulderbosch farm. Our growers are a kilometer to the most, 10 kilometers away. We've got sites on Bottleray Hills, we've got sites on the Polkadraai Hills, Stellenbosch Kloof, Helderberg, some on Stellenboschberg, and then those are for all the other labels which we'll talk about in a moment. But we've got one label that we have got a great blend of different sites that are a little bit more far-reaching, and that's the rosé, the Cabernet Sauvignon rosé. It's a wine of coastal origin, and our growers there are basically in the Swartland half and then Stellenbosch half. So the two absolute pinnacles of quality winemaking in the two regions as a fusion, the Swartland, Stellenbosch coming together, producing a beautiful rosé. The winemaking team is me and also a new recruit in Mornay Magier, ex-Lawrenceford, and I think we are going to make a brilliant team going forward. Our managing partner is Krianto Oosthuizen. He is part of a shareholding group of 5, and the rest of the partners all American. Mulderbosch belongs to a conglomerate or an investment firm called Third Leaf Partners, based in New York and offices in San Francisco. and it's a great privilege to be able to work with an international company that we know has our backs. So in terms of going forward, for me as a winemaker, the future is extremely bright, very, very optimistic, very positive about the quality that you can see in the bottle, not only already in the bottle, but also going forward, something that I'm really, really excited about. So yeah, on to some great tasting. We'll see you in a minute or two. Cheers. Mulderbosch Sauvignon Blanc 2019. It's a Stellenbosch Sauvignon Blanc. It's a blend of different vineyards, not only comprising of vineyards or grapes from our own farm, but also 3-4 different other growers all around us, as well as one in Somerset West, beautiful southern slopes facing the Atlantic Ocean. The biggest thing for me with Sauvignon Blanc, and I think this wine also embodies it absolutely perfectly, is balance. Balance on the palate, balance on the nose, balance of flavor, balance of girth, balance of volume, the alcohol, the sugar, the acidities. It should be all on par. Sauvignon Blanc's got a bit of a history in South Africa as being something that we can also really pin our hats on, and it's a wine that really, when made well, can live up to any type of expectation, any type of meal, any type of occasion. It's a wine that needs a lot of fruit, because that's exactly what you get from Sauvignon Blanc, is beautiful fruit aromas, also some herbaceousness, also some savory notes, and that is exactly what we are trying to do with our Sauvignon Blanc. Also going forward, we try and differentiate different styles through different soils and also through different maturation processes. One of the key things that we do with our Sauvignon Blanc, and this one included, is that it has a very slight oak influence. A little bit of the wine was matured in bigger format, bigger meaning about 500 liter formats of neutral barrels. So the barrel that doesn't have any of that oak extraction anymore, it doesn't impart any oakiness to it, it just uplifts and fills out the palate. That is what you want. 30%, not much, you won't be able to pick it up, but on the palate, it's definitely there. And again, then flavor complexity. Flavor complexity is big. You've got to have something out of all the spectrum, which means not only are we getting different spectrums from different sites, but also different picking periods, and the way that you handle it in the cellar is also very key. Beautiful nose. There is beautiful tropical fruit flavor, stone fruit, upper leafy gooseberry, some cut grass, nice herbaceousness, some spice. So an absolute winner of a wine, and enjoy this.